Well, hey, welcome back to the Streamer Collabcast. My name is Charles. I'm also known on Twitch as Buzz Lightskin, aka the Big Buzzy Wuzzy.
And I am David, aka the Big Yo Infamous. And this is and we are here with.
Oh, yep. My name is Serious. People
Hey.
don't really call me Serious as hell. That's just my gamer tag.
Oh,
So yeah,
okay.
you could call me Serious.
All right, Serious, cool. That's perfect.
Yeah,
that works.
But yeah.
So yeah,
we're just gonna ask some questions today. Wait, hold up. I think I'm stepping on your toes, David.
Oh no, yeah, you're good. You're good. So today we're just gonna be asking some questions, and I think I'll start off. So
okay. Yeah.
So how did you get started streaming, and who would you say inspired you? If you had like two streamers you wanted to say.
Yeah, so I actually started streaming when I had my Xbox. So it was like kind of like scuff setup, you know. I just had my Xbox. I had like the I guess like the streaming software, whatever is default on there. And I just had like, you know, a headset mic, and I was playing Apex at the time. I actually started off playing Apex.
Oh shit.
So yeah, it was interesting, you know, and I went from there. I think that was about, I want to say like 3 years ago when I started. And then luckily I upgraded to now on PC, so it's a little bit better setup. Yeah, I got a webcam, everything. Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You've been preaching that for a minute. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not trying to be like, you know, one of those guys, but like I like my PC. But yeah,
it's same exactly. You know, it feels less scuffed now, so I'm like, okay, I feel more professional.
Something about a mouse, man. Something about a mouse.
Yeah.
And did you get a new mic? Did you get a new mic, or are you still using like the headset mic?
Oh yeah, I definitely got a new mic.
All right,
I'm using the HyperX Quadcast. I had to upgrade like everything. When I moved to PC, it had to kind of be more official, you know.
Hey, fair enough, man.
Yeah, streaming on the Xbox.
So like, are they good for like? Because I noticed like I did watch a couple of your TikToks, and I noticed you kind of have an afro, kind of like mine.
Yes.
Like, are they over the head headphones, or are they like ear pods? Because like over the head, that I look like a doofus, bro. It's like a big old dent in my head.
No, same here. I had to actually buy like these earbuds. So whenever I'm streaming and I'm like actually listening to audio, I just had to, because I looked so ridiculous with just a headset mic. Like I have my headset mic when I'm just like no cam on, I'm just chilling, you know, playing games. Just kicking it, you know. But when I'm actually like just recording myself, I'm like, now I had to go out and invest in some earbuds.
No, there you go. Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, just and also going back to like who kind of inspired me. Like I was just kind of just looking at Twitch overall. Like I really started looking at it when I was like a junior in high school. I started getting more into it. So I'll just like look, and really piqued my interest over time. I'm like, you know what, let me kind of try streaming out, you know. And I would just look at different streamers. I think at the time I was looking at a lot of like Overwatch streamers, not necessarily SQC, but you know, like other streamers. I forgot who, like Wanted and just a few other streamers, you know. Yeah, I still follow him too.
I still follow him. He plays McCree, right? He's the McCree.
Yep, he's McCree main.
Cowboy man.
Yes, sir. I almost said one trick, but that man he does everything, bro. He can do whatever he wants. Yeah.
Oh no, he's cracked. Yeah. So
I used to watch like. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say like, I used to watch XQC and Craigie and what is it? Who did you just say? Wanted. Wanted. Yeah, Wanted was really good.
Yeah, and
is XQC the ragey guy?
He's like that's like I don't know how to describe it, but like he would rage, but it would be like a troll type of rage, if that makes sense. Yeah,
he'll talk like super fast, and that's pretty much his rage, except for if he's slamming his feet on his desk. You might have seen that clip too. That's also very popular. It's very popular.
Yeah. I saw the email for it, and I'm like, of course they would make this into an email like on 7 TV or something. Yeah. But I used to also watch a lot of Super Smash Bros streamers. So it was like Super Smash Bros and then Overwatch. So I used to just think to myself, like, you know what, I want to really try out streaming and just see how it goes. So I think just watching Twitch in general kind of inspired me to start streaming. So
okay.
And you mentioned Super Smash Bros. Have you ever done like any tournaments on Twitch or tried to enter any?
It's fully enough, I actually did do like 3 in-person tournaments.
Okay.
The first one I went to, it was like it was at this, I forgot where, it was like not like a pizza place, but it was somewhere, you know, some like
Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria.
Yeah, exactly. It was like some random place, and I forgot exactly where it was. It wasn't like a convention place, but it was like a really small type of setup. And like I went with my friend, and at the time I made Sheik. So I
Okay,
went in
okay.
there, and I'm not gonna lie, I got my butt handed to me. Like it was
Having
kind
the
of
best
rough.
of it,
That's how it
man.
happens. Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. But like after that, I tried out like a second tourney, which was more of like a kind of more friendly. Like there was no money on the line as far as I'm aware of.
As far as you're
And
aware of.
yeah, as far as I'm, there's
You didn't
probably
knock
was
on the
some.
door like, hey, remember that Smash Bros shit from a
Remember that
couple years
$10,000 Smash Bros tournament?
Exactly. There was probably like some under the table type deals going on or something
For sure,
that I
money
was
laundering
unaware
event.
of.
like an
Yep.
underground Smash Bros tournament. Got a
Exactly.
big bouncer at the door, like, hey.
That's
Right.
not
Hey,
no,
hey,
you
where's
don't
your
belong
ticket?
here. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know if you're supposed to be here, bro. But no, hold on.
Exactly.
Who do you main on Super Smash now, though?
Yeah.
It would still be Chic.
It's still Sheik.
It was
Okay.
it was
okay.
still it was always Chic, you know. And people used to be like, oh, Chic wasn't that good, like she got nerfed. I'll still hand
I was
out,
about
you
to
know,
say,
L's.
oh,
Like it
that's
wasn't
right,
a
Hey,
problem with
man.
me.
Okay.
It's a skill.
okay,
I mean,
see,
it's a skill issue at that point. It's just like, I mean, if you're still,
Yeah.
they've apparently been nerfed and you're still handing out L's, it's like, I mean, maybe they just need to get better.
bro.
Yeah, it's funny because I took my main, that was my brother's main. So
Yeah.
like I took it away from him because I would beat him up using Chic. So
That's
I was like,
tough.
yeah. I was like, yeah, I stole your main. And he's like, yeah, you did.
Hey,
So
man, is it really his main anymore? If you handed
Survival
out
of the
L's to
fittest,
him,
bro.
it's
exactly.
your main
It's
now.
a cold
Come on now.
world.
Exactly. Yeah. So and I did another one at like another place. It's like a mall, I think. It was like a really small event again.
Yeah.
So I did, you know, a total of like 3 in-person tournaments. And
Nice.
I was going to do like more, but I kind of stopped playing Super Smash Bros. Like I got really tired of it. I got burnt out.
Yeah.
Because I had like almost, I think, 800 hours in that game at the time.
Fair enough,
So
man.
yeah,
That's
so
master your craft right there, man.
yeah, I was playing it for so long, and I'm just like, you know what, let me try something different. And I think at the time that's when Apex came along, so I was
Yeah.
like, oh, let's see, you know, this is the first time Apex came out, so I was like, let me see what this is about. And I'm an Apex frog now, unfortunately.
Okay.
You said, wait, you said unfortunately. So should I be
Yeah.
saying good shit? Like, let's talk about it.
It's I say it like because I love that game, but
Yeah.
it's like I'm pretty sure you guys already know like what's happening in the Apex community and just how like, you know, we love this game, but like a lot of people love this game, but it's still stuff that's, you know, wrong
Yeah.
with it and stuff like that. So
yeah.
that's why I always like say unfortunately, you know, at the end of it.
yeah. We don't have to get into like the specifics right now, but like we understand. We understand.
I've seen its
y'all got
downfall,
it.
but Fortnite is still going strong, bro.
Yeah, it's making a comeback, I
Royals?
think, right?
Yeah, a
Fortnite?
Cactus Jack concert.
Oh, another one.
really?
Yeah, he's selling
I
out
hope.
those Fortnite concerts, man.
But when
go.
did you decide to stream full time? Are you streaming full time?
Currently, no, I'm
Okay,
not.
okay,
So like
okay.
I actually kind of took a little break from streaming, and just
Real.
right now I'm doing more like content and creating. It's kind of cool that you guys saw my TikTok. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
That's exactly
course.
crazy. Good shit.
Thank
Keep
you.
it up.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So I've been focusing more on that right now, and kind of like, you know, I'm like working and stuff like that. So I'm trying to make it happen. Like I want to really do this full time. Like I would love
Yeah.
to become a content creator full time. That's the goal.
Awesome. That's the dream.
Yeah, it really is.
It
And
is.
I, you know, so eventually I'll get like a schedule going, and I kind of want to like allocate some time throughout the week to just streaming, and then, you know, still uploading content and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
we'll get back to full time soon.
Hey, good shit, man. Good shit. But hey, man,
Yeah.
it's okay to take a break every now and then. Like I think David and I, we talked about like burnout on our last podcast, and it was just like that shit is real because people think it's literally just turn on a camera and play a game for a couple hours, and people are like, "That's not hard, bro. That's
Exactly.
I
easy."
can
Like,
do that. Yeah,
no, it probably
No.
can't.
It's just a little bit more than that, Tim.
You gotta pretend to be. You gotta be entertaining. You gotta like get your head into it, even if you don't want to. It's there are a lot of things.
Especially the content creation that you're doing right now. I saw you you did like an Apex update for the skins that they dropped and the new.
I did.
I mean, I didn't even know that Wraith skin was sick as fuck, bro. I hadn't been on Apex in a minute. I was like, damn, I might have to hop back on there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's sick. That's sick.
Yeah. I did an update on like the Imperial Guard collection event that came out on Tuesday. And you're so right, you know, that it's really not as easy as people say. And it's funny because I was just talking about this yesterday to someone, and I'm like, it was to my brother actually. I was talking to him over the phone, and I'm just like, yeah, this is not like, people just think you turn on the camera, that's it. Like, no, there's a lot more to it. Like Yeah, they
They
really
they
don't.
don't see the
Yeah.
vision.
Exactly. And it's like, I just spend time editing my videos. I don't want to just put out like some BS. I like to put out quality content. So that
Exactly.
takes time. And then sometimes I have like a kind of like a blockage. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to edit this video.
Yeah.
Or like, kind of have to work through certain things. So yeah, for sure.
And to follow up on that, how do you
Mhm.
find yourself working through those things? Like when you hit a blockage, when you just don't want to do it, what usually gets you back into the mood to do it?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I actually that actually happened to me like last night technically.
Oh,
So
really?
I
Okay.
yeah, so I just uploaded a video about 30 minutes ago or so, and for that video it was just like a Overwatch game I had, and it was some goofy stuff that happened, and I was like, okay, how do I want to go about editing this video? And I was talking like at the time, like last night, I really just couldn't think about like how I want to go in the
Yeah.
direction. Like I
In
was
which
just having
direction?
like
Yeah.
a brain fart. Yeah. And like the direction I wanted to go for the video and just how I want to format it. So I just kind of started playing around a little bit, and I had DaVinci Resolve.
Oh,
It's
Okay. Okay.
nice.
good editing software,
Mhm.
but I still miss Adobe. Um,
Real.
Adobe's good.
and yeah, and like I was just kind of just playing around with different sounds and just different things. And I was just like, okay, I don't know how I want to do this, like just kind of switching different audios back and forth, different formats. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm gonna go play Apex and ruin my night.
There you
Oh,
go.
hey man,
I
take
was
your
like,
mind off the. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah. I was like, you know what? I can't like think about it tonight. So I'm just come back to it, tomorrow.
Exactly.
And that's what I did. And like I ran a few games with my friend, and then I was like thinking about it a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, I can't, like I just need to, come back tomorrow. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
this morning I was like playing around with it, and I got to a point where I like liked it, and it's just everything kind of fell into place. So I'm like, okay, let's see how this does, and kind of just improving over time. And just I like to just think things through instead of just uploading stuff.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like dive into it and be hands-on, and that's kind of what helps me work through it, those type of blockages.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's
Mhm.
cool.
And walking,
That's cool.
I like when you said you walked away from it and then came back to it tomorrow. Cause a lot of times, like if I'm struggling with something, I kind of just like sit there and I stare at it and I'm like, why aren't I
Yup.
doing this?
Yup.
And then like 2 hours have passed and I'm like, well, this shit ain't done. And I feel unproductive.
Exactly.
But it's good to
Yeah.
walk away from it. That's good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, it really is. It's so important, and it just like sometimes you just have a different like a clear head, kind of a different perspective one
Yep.
day versus another day. So I've done that a few times, and it seemed like it worked out. So
Yeah, cool.
Fair
I
enough,
definitely
man.
recommend
Nice.
it.
Nice.
Hmm.
So, what would you say the biggest struggle is that you've dealt with so far streaming and content creation and everything?
Oh, biggest struggle.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a really good one. I would say kind of I would say a little bit of consistency sometimes, because it's difficult. I the type of content I do, I don't always want to do like the same thing for every single video.
Yeah.
Sometimes there is kind of a theme to my video. Sometimes, I might talk about like a certain event that's happening, an update, something huge that's going on in the gaming world. But I think just kind of like when there are those dry spells and there's really no like news going on or no big crazy updates
Right.
going on,
Yeah.
I just kind of think about like, okay, what can I really talk about? Like what kind of topics, I could talk about that would be interesting. And I'm also the type of person that just likes to have fun with my videos. So that's why I started posting more like kind of meme type videos, like of
Yeah.
different wild stuff that happens in my game,
Yeah.
or like just like things that I thought was cool, or just anything that's kind of will like grab someone's attention, and I actually enjoy doing and like actually enjoy making and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I would say that's like the biggest struggle, just being consistent in that, because again, like there are blockages, there are times where I'm just like, I don't know where I'm gonna upload.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Real.
I
Fair
just
enough, man.
like no videos are in the vault or anything. So I'm like, okay, what can I think of, that would be entertaining?
Okay.
I got
Okay,
you.
yeah.
And you mentioned like crazy moments. Like, what's one crazy moment that stands out as like something you look back and like that's some of my best work, like something you put up or
Oh
something
my
you're about to
God,
put up.
yeah. Yeah, it was funny because it was this one video I did, and I forgot, like it was actually two videos that I did, and I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go, but it actually turned out well.
Yeah.
And the I can't think of the second video, but the other
There you go.
video that's in my mind is I did like a Widow POV type video.
Mhm.
So I play a lot of Widowmaker in Overwatch. I'm pretty much main her at this
See you,
point.
see you.
I used to main
Nice.
Ana, and now I main Widowmaker.
Okay.
Fair
You
enough,
said
fair
Ana,
enough.
okay. A little
So,
sniper action. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like people get really tilted, you know, when they're going up against a widow. So
because if you one tap
trust
them,
me,
yeah,
I'm across the map.
yeah, like it's completely understandable.
Yeah,
Like I definitely understand, and you know, I just love playing her, and I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna play her. Like in quick play, you know, comp I play her sometimes. And one time I was playing quick play, and it was, I forgot which map it was on, but they had like a Symmetra, so they put up a teleporter where I was located. I was like high up on in like this little cut. And I thought, just like at first I was just battling the Hanzo. So I'm like, okay, it's just a 1v1 right now. Like I can, you know, that's fine. Then Symmetra teleported up. I'm like, okay, 1v2, like not too bad.
You got the
1v2
too?
Light.
Okay. You got the 1v2.
You know, like I could probably, you know, maybe take one out with me.
Yeah.
Then the entire team takes a teleport. Like they take the teleporter up to me, and I'm just like, what is happening? And I was like, it was just so funny. Like at the time I was just laughing, like my mic wasn't recording or anything, but I was just like hysterically laughing because the entire team just came out of nowhere through the teleporter. And the rest of my team, I think they like died or like backed off or something. So
I was say, where's your team?
And you just didn't get the memo. Nobody told you.
Where is everybody at?
No one said fall back or anything, and I'm like, okay, I'm just chilling. Yeah,
just looking around, like, how is this teleporter still up, bro? That the entire team.
That's crazy. The entire team went through, and I like, it was a Junker Queen. The Mercy started shooting me. Everyone
started shooting.
Bro, when Mercy pulls out
playing
the
a DPS Mercy.
Yes, she was not healing at all. She was just DPSing the entire way. She turned into Battle Mercy. I'm pretty sure that was the origin of Battle Mercy right there.
That was the inspiration. That was the seed.
Yeah.
And is Overwatch 2 as toxic as Overwatch 1 was, like the community?
I feel like Overwatch 1 was actually a little bit more toxic.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there's a little improvement.
I think a little bit. You know, there's still, it's kind of like, I still find myself, you know, when I'm battling against some people or like just quick play, you know, people really take it seriously sometimes. I'm like, okay, like kind of chill out, buddy.
Relax. It's a game, bro.
Yeah, relax, play, you know, exactly. It's quick play. So, you know, I do find like toxic people here and there, like, and then sometimes it was like a really bad day where everyone was just toxic. So I'm like, okay, I don't know if it's like improving or not, but I feel like, I don't know, it was a little bit more toxic because I was on Xbox and people would actually message me through Xbox about like toxic stuff.
I remember those, bro.
I remember that shit.
Yep. And you just see like the notification pop up and you're like, oh, I know this is gonna
be. Here we go.
Open, it's just like the most hateful vitriolic shit I've ever read. It's like, I don't even know these words, bro.
Exactly. And it's like the messages that they'll write to, or like the voice messages, and I'm just like, dude, like kind of just chill out.
Taking me back to the early days of Xbox Live.
I was about to say the 360 days.
I'm talking about like Halo, like Call of Duty Ghosts.
Yes, exactly. Like it's like they came back with the voice messages, and I've had like maybe a few of them, and I'm just like, kind of chill out, you know,
like relax, bro. I just got off of work. I'm trying to relax.
I'm just trying to hang out, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the funniest fuck.
Exactly. Yeah, but that video actually did really well, and like they had like some funny comments. One of the funniest comments, and it's just something so simple, like they were like, oh, deserved or good, and I was just laughing.
Crazy.
I was just laughing my ass off about it. Yeah, it was so
the
funny.
TP video.
Yeah, that's the TP video. Yeah, it was so funny. Like the POV was hilarious, and I did that like one of the trending sounds, like the screaming sound that was trending at the time.
Yeah,
and it actually did way better than I thought. I think right now it's at 28.1K views. So I was like, oh,
okay.
Yeah.
See you right now.
Good shit.
Thank you. Yeah, it was really surprising. I wasn't expecting it to go that far at all. And,
did you want to plug your TikTok real quick?
Oh, sure. My TikTok, you can find me at SeriousASL or ASL. So yeah, people don't, like, I swear it's like a Mandela effect that happened or something. Like people don't know what ASL means anymore. So I always spell it out.
So it is as hell, right?
It is. Yeah.
Okay. All right,
it's SeriousASL. Cool. Yeah.
All right, cool. Bet.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I knew. So
yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Cool, yeah, of course.
Cool.
And what would you say the best advice you've received from another streamer about streaming? Like what would you say is the best advice you've received from another streamer?
Oh man. I think the best advice is should just keep going. I know how that's like kind of pretty cliche and it's really like people say it all the time, but it's really true.
Hey, man, it works. It's true.
It works,
exactly.
you know, and it's that, and then also like kind of just, you know, don't worry about what other people are gonna say about your type of content, you know. So those two things have really helped me, you know, over time, because sometimes when I'm like for instance, I spend like 8 hours on a video, like from start to finish, you know, editing it and everything. And then I upload it, and then like a day later, I still get like 5 views. That's when I was really like really small. Like I was first starting off, and that would happen. And I was just like, man, like this kind of rough, you know. And I just understood that like it would take time, you know. It would that time would come when you're just like, you know, making content, and then like many more people are watching it. But it really, you know, sometimes it would kind of like hit me a little bit like, oh man, like no one's watching my video.
It's discouraging. It's discouraging.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, 100%. So, you know, just continuing your like craft and just, you know, perfecting it is really something that I've come to enjoy doing as well. And then just over time, those views have, you know, just kind of came in themselves, and, you know, just like kind of the exposure, which is really cool. And then, you know, again, like just keeping that momentum and just like staying positive too is really big, because I've had people comment on my videos just saying like the most absurd shit and just like the most toxic thing, and I'm just like, this, and it's something like that doesn't even retain to the video most of the time. And I'm like, what?
They're so distracted. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about, bro? You're delusional.
Exactly. Like you know, it was something like that someone wrote, and I don't even want to say all what they said, but the gist of it was like, oh, there are people who are, you know, unalive, and you're making this content. I'm like, what?
What is that even? That's not even a real sentence, bro.
Wait, what?
I kid you not.
People. I'm just trying to connect the dots here.
I still am too.
So, hold on, we gotta pause the episode.
Let's unpack that for a second. So people are dead. But you're making YouTube.
But you're making.
I'm not seeing the correlation. Like those two lines don't ever intersect.
They never. It's never. And it's like people are, you know, unaliving, and like you're making this content. It was something like absurd like that, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? And it just comes out complete left field. So like when I get those type of comments and those type of like negativity, you know, I'm just like, guess what, Bozo, you're boosting my algorithm right now. You're boosting my engagement. You're boosting the algorithms on my video, even though you're commenting stuff about it. It's just like, you know, I take it as like a positive and be like, well, it's engagement.
Hey, man, engagement is engagement.
Plus comment, man. You know, that's cool.
You know, I mean, it's crazy how like people just go and just write whatever they want online. And it's just like, chill out, you know, there's nothing to do with my video. And you know,
old on the internet, bro. Like especially if you're like a POC creator, like, you know, us, like all of us. It's it's often not about the content. It's usually about the content of like not even our character, but just like us.
You know, just the way we look.
Just like just being black
based off of that.
It's 100%. And it's like so frustrating, because I have like other people that I know of who are Black content creators, and just the stuff that they experience, you know, I've experienced stuff on my videos, you know, and it's just like, what are you guys, like these people that are doing this, like first of all, why even do it? Right. What's the point? What's the reason? You know, I mean, it's just, I'm like, okay, I just know they wouldn't even say this in real life. Like if they were face to face, you know, so not at all. So, but there have been some wild ones.
I was about to say, like, what would you say is the craziest like comment that you've like read, like off the top? That one,
definitely that one.
That was the nuttiest one.
100%. Like I've had people, you know, talk about like, oh, I did this one widow, you know, kind of like making a funny video where I just like headshotted 3 people at once, you know, like back to back, and someone like, oh, you think this is good content? You're not even that good. You're playing a one shot. I'm like, okay,
yeah, exactly.
What? This is so
1v1 me, bro.
Like, exactly, 1v1 me.
Exactly. Pull up, man. Come on.
I just said, like, I told him, I think I like wrote something like, because typically I don't comment on like different comments like that, and that's one thing that's really important too, is to not like kind of choose your battles. Like when especially when you're a small content creator, you know, you see a lot more I know some bigger content creators, they go through a lot of stuff too. So when you're seeing those type of comments, I just choose to ignore them and like keep moving most of the time. But for that one comment, I'm like, you know what? I got talk about your ass.
I got time today.
I got time today, right? I'm feeling good today.
Let's get into it, bro. What's up?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I pretty much like told him like, oh, leave all your comments here, bozo. And then I just put like a trash can emoji, like pointed to a trash can.
Okay.
So
bro got violent. I guarantee you, he said nothing else out of that.
No, he didn't.
Bro, I could see him. His face got red. Steam came out of his. He was like, oh,
yeah. He said like, not a word, you know. And if anyone ever wants to use that comment, like it's free game, like go ahead because it's so crazy out there. But definitely the most wildest comment was that one that I just told you guys about. That was because I was just like completely out of left field. It left me speechless because I didn't even know like what to say or how to respond. I'm like,
say to that? That's crazy.
Or what I even think. Like wow, okay.
Yeah. That's that. Yeah, he's that guy's weird. I don't know what the fuck that.
Okay, for real.
No. Okay. So I do. What would be a basic day to day for as far as like content creation and streaming, and how does your day to day break down?
Do you have like a schedule?
Yeah, so some of my day-to-day would include so I would kind of do some research just online to see what is, you know, like any news that's coming up about gaming, because something I realized about content creating on video games is just there's like updates and like different games that come out that I didn't even know about. Like I would spend time you know, researching games that are like upcoming or just something that's coming out recent, and then someone else will tell me a completely different game that I had no idea about. So I was like, oh, okay, let me, you know, look into that. And it's just kind of like always changing and constantly, you know, updating and stuff like that. So I'll spend some time researching. Sometimes if I'm not 100% sure on a game, like my kind of like my bread and butter is like Apex Legends and Overwatch right now for video games. So right now, like I was like playing a little bit of the finals and stuff like that. And just kind of like doing as much as I can to research on the topic, whether that's going online or looking on social media. Social media is a really good tool for that as well, especially Twitter.
Yeah.
So I would go there and then I'll kind of like formulate like a sort of topic on a certain video game and just writing down scripts and stuff like that. Like I have like my OneNote out and I'm just write like a title and then I write like a script, like how I want to for it to go about, like what I want to say, what I want to like brush up on, and just, you know, going through just different things that I found interesting. So it's either that, or if I'm doing a video like something I posted like just about an hour ago, where it's just something like funny, like a funny kind of video, I kind of do research on different like memes that are happening, or like something not necessarily always some trending memes. Yeah, some meme research, exactly.
Like Troll Face, Rage Comics. I know them well. I'm familiar with what the kids are doing.
You're familiar with it?
Somewhat of a scientist myself.
A little expert. So I just kind of research it because I want to go a little bit like, I don't know what, like it's multiple things I want to do with my content. So when I'm doing those type of videos where it's just like purely comical, I just like research different memes that are going on, like different sounds, because I'm not too well versed in it as much as I wish I was. So I'm kind of like learning as I go, and how I want to edit it, because I don't want it to necessarily be like cringy. You know, I kind of try to steer away from cringiness, you know, and sometimes it's difficult because like I still suck myself into it a little bit, you know, and I think I've done like one or two cringy videos in the past. So something I like, that's really what I do. And it just really depends on the topic and like what I'm talking about. So if it's like more informative video, I like write scripts and stuff like that. If it's a more comical video, I kind of just get a feel for it and see like, okay, how do I want to edit this? Do I want to zoom in here, you know, add like a fart effect, something.
All reliable.
Like, all reliable farts, you know.
Yep. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
would you label as cringe though?
Yeah,
like when you said you don't want to be cringy, what do you consider cringy?
Yeah, it's like, it's funny because I was telling some people this, that I don't want to be that type of content creator that's like, what's up, it's your boy back with another video type of thing, you know. That's what I like, that's what I label as like cringy. And I try to steer like clear of just I guess like being also inauthentic, you know, I want to be really like genuine with my content and like just things that I enjoy. And I also know like other people will enjoy as well. And just having fun with it, you know, those are really something. And I just try to like steer clear of those type of like, I guess they call them like YouTuber moments or whatever.
Like the
YouTuber moments.
The YouTuber voice.
Yes, the YouTuber voice.
Yo, I survived 100 days in Minecraft like that. I hate that shit. I will turn a video off and dislike it, report it, everything, bro.
Reporting the entire channel.
I hate that shit, bro.
Yes.
So,
yeah,
I came off as aggressive, but I stand by it. It's annoying. I don't like it.
I'm 100% like by your side on that because I'm the same way. And I even had like a command in my chat. And it was like, it started off like, what's up, it's your boy? Back when I think I call like, what's up, it's your boy Sugar Nips, because they always have like some random names.
Yeah, some insane, like out
Sugar
of pocket.
Nips is crazy.
That is insane though. I don't know if I've heard that one yet. That's an insane little intro. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Sugar Nips, and we back at it again with
Big Daddy Sugar Nips.
Yeah.
Back at it again with another Roblox stream.
Exactly. I could see someone be like so serious and having that name. And I was just like, as I was typing the command, like just coming up with it, I'm like, what's the most absurd name I can come up with?
I think you found it. I think you hit the nail right on the head with that one. It's a YouTuber name. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So that's one of the commands in my chat. So I'm gonna keep it up there forever. I feel like I think it's never gonna go away.
That's a perfect command.
It works.
Right there.
Yeah.
Cool, so, and I think for my next question, I'm gonna ask, what game have you seen like the most success with, like viewers, chatters, and stuff like that? And also a follow up to that, what would you say your most streamed category is, like genre of video game?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So it's funny because from my TikTok and my Twitch, it's kind of two different games that do like better than the other. So I'll start off with my Twitch. So for my Twitch, Apex Legends was like a big one for me. I think the most viewers I got, I think I peaked at like around 11 to 15 before for viewers, which was really cool. I was like, wow, okay. So that was one game that I really found success on. And I really not just in like viewers or like streaming, but I actually found a lot of like lifelong friends from there. You know, people that I've known for like 2 years now, you know, to almost 3 years going on from that game. And for the TikTok side, it's more of Overwatch that I found more success. Yeah. So Overwatch, I think I streamed a little bit of Overwatch on my Twitch, but I was really inconsistent at the time that I was streaming it anyway. So it wasn't doing as well. Like I still would get like maybe 5 viewers, which is great.
Yeah.
But definitely Apex like took the spot for that one. And then going back to TikTok, that was something that I think my first 10K video, my first 10K video was on Overwatch.
Nice.
So 10K view video. So so after that, you know, it's been really successful. I had a lot of like really successful big videos from Overwatch. And I think just about a month ago or so, I got my first 10K video on Apex, even though I started like on Apex. Like that was the first game I uploaded and everything on TikTok. And it took me like 2 years to finally get to that point, you know, on an Apex video. I definitely grew a lot and I kind of like changed my content a little bit around.
Nice.
But yeah, so it's interesting how there's two different games that kind of like dominate those spaces in my profile. Yeah,
fair enough. And actually I think the one video on your TikTok that stood out to me the most was an Overwatch video. It was talking about anime skins actually for some of the characters. Like I think Saitama is Doomfist and is it Soldier 76 who's Moomin Rider?
He's Moomin Rider.
That's my boy, bro. Moomin Rider is
it really
my boy. I love One Punch Man. I just dropped some shit, but who cares? I got a little Moomin Rider Funko Pop. He's my favorite character. I just saw that. I was like, oh, that's so cool. I might have to get it. Does he cost money though?
No, it's a free skin. On Overwatch, you just have to complete the challenges and you'll get yourself that Moomin Rider skin for free.
Delightful.
Okay. Yeah. So that was the One Punch Man collab that was going on. It's going on for I think a total of 3 weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks. I think the shop is gonna change in about, I don't know. I think it was like 4 days. It was so many numbers. I can't even keep track.
Hey man, that's cool. That's cool. I'll check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Pick that up, Cool. So would you say that your favorite game right now? What would you say your favorite like game like of all time? Would you say?
Oh
How many
my
times am I gonna
god.
say that? But yeah, go ahead.
No, you're fine. My favorite all-time like game of all time is actually the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Oh, Twilight
Really?
Princess.
That
Okay.
yes, that has a special place in my heart. You know, I played it on the Wii and around I think it was like 2008 or so, so it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I started playing that, and you know, it just after I like as I was playing that game, it just captured me so much, you know, and I love the Legend of Zelda series. Like I'm definitely doing content on Tears of the Kingdom when it comes out.
I was
Like
gonna
no
say, I was
doubt.
gonna ask. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Have you
That's
done
Yes.
content for Breath of the Wild?
No, I
I've
actually
actually-
didn't.
yeah.
I because I think when I was starting my content creating, I was mainly focused on Apex.
Gotcha. Yep.
So I was actually wanting to do like I was thinking about doing some Tears of the Kingdom content and just like even maybe some theories. Like I look at Zeltic on YouTube and like a few other people who do Legend of Zelda theories. Like I'm a
Yeah.
huge nerd when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So like I love diving into the lore, you know, just like hearing people's theories and like, oh, that's like kind of thinking like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, like I hope they do something like that in the game or something.
Good shit. Good shit.
Yeah,
That's
so
sick.
that would definitely be my favorite game all time. My favorite franchise is like the Legend of Zelda in general.
Really?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
I've never played Legend of Zelda, but I've seen some game like I've seen some gameplay of I think the last one I said Breath of the Wild, and I've heard a lot of
Yeah.
good things about it.
That one's
I kind of want to get into it, but it's like I think it's still $60, and I was like, I don't know.
I think it is. Yeah.
I was like, but like,
it's so worth it.
Would you recommend it?
Yes, yes, 100%.
All right.
I would definitely recommend it. There were some things that I wish the game had, and like I'm not trying to spoil anything about it. But I think this wouldn't be a spoiler. They didn't have swimming like underwater exploration.
Really?
I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully the next game has like underwater exploration. Because that was something that like was really cool in Twilight Princess. You kind of just like, even though it wasn't like an open world, like just if it was an open world and then you have that exploration aspect, it would be really cool. I hope they don't miss the opportunity.
Hey man, fingers crossed. I mean, if they got the feedback from that for the last game, then they're probably gonna have it.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, for sure.
That sounds hella fun.
Thank you for the recommendation. I've been looking for more games to play on Switch. It's like it's literally just Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley.
Dude, I have
so fun though, bro.
It's so cute.
Exactly.
I haven't tried Stardew Valley. I heard good things about it,
It's
but
so good.
I have Animal Crossing, which I never finished.
That's
and
fine,
my villagers
man. That's
are probably
cool.
wondering where I'm at. Yeah.
Like, hey, it's been a while, man. You know the worst part is? The worst part is when you leave your island for a couple of months. They call you out on that shit. They're like, hey, bro, it's been like fucking 6 months. Where you been? I'm like, I got a mortgage, bro. Like, I'm working. I'm making paper.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, a busy day for them. They're just sitting under trees, like, just chilling, walking around,
reading books,
bro.
fishing.
Exactly.
Bro.
Yeah, fishing, like minding their own business.
Exactly.
Come on, bro. Get it together, man.
I like when they roast you too. Like they tell you down to like the second that you were gone.
Exactly.
Like, you've been gone for 1 year, like 9
left.
months, 23 days, and like 24 seconds. Like, damn,
like, bro, you've been counting. Damn, bro.
You been counting, bro. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Yo.
So, my next question would be, how do you meet other streamers to play with? Like, how do you find other people in the community that you share like similar, I guess, content creation styles with?
Yeah. So a lot of it I kind of just stumble across people. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Real.
I've like going back to when I was starting like streaming Apex Legends, I found like a lot of my like friends that they're really good friends. Like I even consider them like the homies, they're the lifelong friends that I've made from just playing Apex. And over time, like I'll kind of join other people's discords and I'll like, play with some person that I know and then I'll meet people through that person. Like I did a lot of that. Like there was a lot of people that I met through other people.
Fair enough, man.
By playing Apex. And then I don't know, just kind of being like on social media, you kind of just like see other people's content and you're like, oh, that's cool. I've hit up a few people, hey, do you want to play? Like, do you want to run some games or whatever? So it's kind of just a mixture of like like streaming and then just going on social media and kind of doing a little networking or just like introducing yourself to someone and, you know, kind of making friends on there and stuff like that.
Yeah. And do you have difficulty with that? Like reaching out to people? Is that
yeah, it's a little bit because I don't want to seem like I'm just like coming across as like, oh yeah, I just want to play with you just to make some content or something like that. You know, like I don't ever want to come across as like I just want to like do that. Like if I genuinely like if I reach out to you, I genuinely want to play with you just because like, oh, I think you're cool or like we have a similar interest or something. So like sometimes just that initial like I guess introduction can kind of be a little awkward.
Right.
And you just don't want to come across as like, oh, well, me personally, I just don't want to come across as like, oh yeah, let me just play and then we make content and then bye. Like I'm never gonna see you again or something like that, you know.
Fair enough,
yeah, but overall, I think like the times I did reach out, like it wasn't really awkward because like I would either be in that person's stream for a little bit or like, you know, just like over time I like follow them and then I'm like, oh, I like this person's content. They seem pretty cool. And then kind of just like over time be like, oh, you know, if you want to play, you know, let me know. I know some people don't really like to be asked to play sometimes, especially like on stream. You know, I've had random people that like, you know, if they even followed me like for a second and they're like, oh, you want to play? And I'm like, I don't really know you. Yeah. Like, you know, I don't know what your real intentions are, you know, if you just want to play or like if you're just like, you know, you're genuinely trying to find someone to play, but like
or if you're just here to troll.
Or a troll, right? Exactly. Like you see me streaming, and then you just like we join or whatever. You're in the voice chat or whatever, just talking craziness.
Talking craziness.
Yeah. So I definitely steer clear of those people that just like as soon as I start streaming, and then it's like a second later they're like, "Hey, you want to play?" Like, what?
Like, I don't think so. Get blocked.
Nah.
Mods, ban this fool.
Yeah, you know. So I think you know breaking the ice is something that could be a little bit difficult, but once the ice is broken, it's kind of a little bit easier to, you know, like kind of talk with people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good shit, man. Good shit.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to someone that's only just begun to stream?
Man, number one, definitely do not be discouraged by the number that's on your screen.
Okay.
That is something that I've had to kind of work with and kind of just like, okay, I know this is going to be a process, you know, it doesn't happen overnight because like on social media, you kind of like I even try to like stop myself from doing this, you know, just comparing myself to other people. It could be very difficult because social media is so readily available, it's so in your face. So just seeing something could be like, oh, well, you know, I'm not there yet, and kind of like put you down, discourage you. And like just knowing that everyone starts at like a certain point in their life. So like sometimes people, it might take a person like 2 years to get to a position where they can do this full time, or like 5 years to get to a position where they can do this full time. 2 months. I mean, it's just everyone's different.
Random.
Everyone's different.
Yeah.
It's weird.
There's no formula. There's no like 2 things you can do. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly. Yeah. Like I've seen people who you know, they had like maybe 80 viewers in total on their stream, and you go down to their about page and they started like maybe 5 months ago or so. So like everyone is different, you know, everyone has like a different path that they go down. So definitely don't be discouraged. And if you ever feel as though like you're on social media and you like are starting to feel some sort of negative like emotions, like just, you know, kind of pull back on it, like take a break. Pull away from it, because that could really be detrimental, and you know it can make someone quit, you know. So definitely don't quit.
Do not quit.
If that's your passion, if that's what you're, you know, you want to go for it, like go for it, you know. I mean, people who started and they're really big now, like people used to call them crazy or something, like, oh, you can't do this, or like, you know, this is too hard to do, like how are you able to do this? So so that's definitely a piece of advice. And then also I would say, patience is a big one, because I kind of like plays into each other. Patience is a huge one. And just like finding something you enjoy doing, and this is like easier said than done, but making it your own, you know, like there's always a place for people. You could always make your own space, you know, and like even collabing with other people, like just reaching out to people, you know, networking is important when it comes to this type of space. So, you know, just kind of like carving your own way into it is something that's really have you stand out. You know, you don't have to do anything like super crazy. You know, I've seen people who do like insane challenges or something, you know, and you don't have to necessarily start off doing that. You know,
yes.
don't burn yourself out so quickly, you know. But you know, even it's just like finding your groove is something that I had to learn, and I'm still kind of learning that, you know, up until now. You know, I'm still trying to really figure out how I want to like create my content, how I want to upload certain videos, you know. So yeah, you know, and be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up.
Nope.
Nice.
Don't beat yourself.
At the end of the day, bro, like you said, don't focus on the numbers, because those are, I mean, for streaming at least. Turn that shit off. Do not have your viewer count when you're streaming, because that'll humble you real quick.
Especially
you mentioned like there's no path to like, you know, getting from, you know, just starting out to being big. Like a lot of people, I feel,
is different. It's
exactly.
Not like, it's not like a checklist basically.
Yeah,
you do these things and then you're just a streamer. You know,
a lot of people think you jump right into it and be like big in a week, but you know, they see, oh, I haven't gotten any viewers or new followers, I'm done. Like, you got to stick with it. You got to be patient and consistent, like you said.
I mean, I've gone months, you know, weeks, months without seeing any new followers. You know, I've had videos that do like 24 views, and I spend like 8 hours on it in total. So it's, you know, like luckily when I was streaming, because I actually do keep my numbers up, but that's a really good point. Like, it's really, I like still keep my numbers up because I kind of just want to like monitor who's in chat and stuff like that.
No, that's
but
fair.
but like definitely what you said is really important. Like, if that's really bothering you to where you're seeing the number, and if it's like maybe 2 people, for instance, if you're kind of like feeling like, oh, you know, there's only 2 people watching me, and then really feeling discouraged from it, definitely hide it. You know, luckily there's that option on like OBS and stuff. Definitely hide that number, because you don't want that to be like a deterrent for you. And just to keep going. And if you enjoy doing it, like, you know, keep it up. You like, people will eventually get there, you know.
Absolutely.
You only fail if you give up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's so real, bro. That's some real shit you just said,
bro. That is.
You only fail if you give up, bro.
Exactly. Don't give up.
Don't give up. Hey, never give up, never give in. Come on now.
Period.
Oh God. Oh my God.
And you actually mentioned, I think you mentioned burnout a little bit earlier when we were talking. So how do you manage to avoid, you know, not getting burnt out? Because you're doing TikTok, you're doing social media, you're doing streaming, you have a personal life. So it's like, how do you manage to stay on top of all that with editing, like 8 hours of editing?
It is so difficult. You know, it's definitely something that I've gone through before, kind of a burnout period, or just like some like personal things going on in my life that's kind of stopping me from content creating. And I just, you know, it really takes time. It's like you need to give yourself time to just like, if you feeling like you're burning out, or if you are going through a burnout, like you know, at the moment, just kind of sitting back and like reflecting is also really good. Like, okay, like why am I feeling this way? Because sometimes it's not as obvious as like some people might think it is. Like, oh, maybe it's just because you're, you know, uploading 5 videos a day, for instance, or something. That'll be insane. But like, if you're doing that,
5 videos a day, or like whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Like like maybe that's not the case. Like, you know, some people are built different.
Some people that is not me. I am built similar to everyone else, bro.
5 videos.
But but you know, sometimes it could just be like, oh, maybe the content I'm, you know, working on, or like the content I'm doing, I'm not feeling it right now. So just kind of doing some reflecting and seeing like, okay, why am I burning out? Why do I feel this way? Is important. And like, I've done that before, where I would kind of sit back and be like, you know what, I want to change my content, you know, and make it something different. And it was really like, because I used to just upload like gameplay videos, like just little clips of me like popping off on Apex or whatever. And like do a little bit of editing, you know, here and there on those videos. But like I wanted to do something different, and it was in like kind of like just update videos, or like, you know, just meme type videos, like just anything I wanted to do. And it was really difficult to start that, like getting like that first step, you know, because you're just going into like a new territory. You're like, oh
Yeah.
no, like I don't know how to start this. Like I don't know
it's a
how it's
learning
gonna
curve.
go. Yeah, it's a huge learning curve. And I was like, this is probably gonna be a really bad first video, but hey, you gotta start
man,
somewhere.
fuck it.
Started, yeah.
It's
gotta
a
get
video.
started,
It's content.
man. Just put it
Yeah,
down.
It's content.
exactly.
Yep.
Yes.
Get
So,
credit
you
for
know, for sure. So I had to start somewhere, you know, and
Exactly.
We all
over
do.
time I really started enjoying it. I kind of got back into the groove again of like making these videos and stuff like that. So yeah, and definitely take breaks too. Like
Yes.
people
breaks are very important.
and I'm even like you know, I kind of do this myself where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm grinding. You know, grinding can really be like it can do an adverse effect on you.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
So you can't be on the grind like 24/7, you know, 365. That is really not good for anyone. You know, even if you're built different or not.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, you know, definitely taking like well-deserved breaks and just, you know, and even like much needed rest, like just making sure you take care of yourself first is key, because if you're not taking care of yourself, you're definitely not going to put out like the best content you could put out, you know?
Yeah.
And it's going to show. It's going to show because it's like, if you're not enjoying yourself, then people are going to be like, oh man, something's wrong. And they might
100%.
It's going to show. So
yeah,
like you said, taking breaks is incredibly important.
Yeah, it could really weigh down on like and even like social media, you know, when you're putting yourself out there, when you're putting your content out there and you see certain things, it could really like kind of play on your mental. It could weigh down on it as well. You know, that's why even sometimes like I hear larger content creators just completely avoid the comments, and I understand that. You know, some people might say like, oh, why are they not like commenting or like interacting with their community and stuff like that? Like that's not why they're doing that. Like they're not doing that for that reason. They're doing it to make sure that they are like okay, their mental is okay, you know, because
some mean people in comment section, bro.
Like
damn, what did I do?
Exactly,
right. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm just making a video on like, you know, I don't know, like some BS in Apex, and then someone says some wild stuff, and it's like, oh,
like,
okay,
come on, man.
So crazy for no reason, man. For no reason.
Exactly. Yeah.
But for these next couple questions, okay, so that's the nitty gritty. For these next couple questions, we're gonna be steering away from streaming. So for our first one, if you could live in any video game world, which one would you choose?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to probably go back to Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
I think, yeah, like the Kingdom of Hyrule in general. You know, I really resonated with that game, and it's funny because I thought about this before. I'm like, I'm such a nerd for thinking about this, but you know, it would either be that or like, I don't know, like Titanfall, because the reason why I said Titanfall is because
Titanfall, sick as fuck.
Yeah, it's so like just like being able to wall run or being able to like just like these different abilities you can do. I think that's really sick, and I'm like, yeah, I think I would like to live there too. You know, anything that's like cool, or like if I can do, you know, just wall running. I don't know what's up with me in wall running, but I think that's just one of the coolest mechanics in any video game.
Yeah. Did you play Black Ops 3 at all?
No, I haven't. No,
okay.
Yeah.
Didn't they have that in Advanced Warfare too?
No, Advanced Warfare was just jumping, but Titanfall did have the wall running. I mean, and they also had like, didn't they have mechs in that game too?
They did, yes.
That was
the Titans.
Yep, the Titans. Yep.
They needed Titanfall 3, bro. Go ahead.
Titanfall when the first one came out, man.
Exactly.
I was like, whoa. This is so cool. I was like 13 or 14. I was like, wow. And then apparently it sucked. And I was just like, okay, well, I guess I'm not playing that.
It was such an underrated game. Like it really deserved more love, you know? But it's just like, I wish, I don't know what happened actually. I don't know how it fell off so fast. But I remember playing it like on Xbox for the first time, and I'm like, wow, this is sick, you know, like wall running and like just the mechanics of the game. It was like really flowy and stuff like that. So I was like, damn, like I still think about it to this day how sad it is, how like it just completely died off. And then Respawn said that they were gonna come out with a new one, or it was like rumors about it, but then they canceled it. It was rumors that they canceled it. Yeah.
Have you played Titanfall 2? Because I bought that because that one actually, I've heard a lot of really good things about Titanfall 2, and I just haven't played it yet.
I did. Yep, I played Titanfall 2. That one's good. That one I like. Yeah, it's good. Because...
games.
Really?
Yeah. What were you saying? My bad.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I just said it was one of the smoothest games that I've ever played. Just the movement, the gunplay, everything about that game was just,
everything.
It was just
It was like butter.
It was exactly.
It was like butter.
Slick as fuck, man. I don't know, man. It was sick. It was sick.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
Cool. Me personally, if I had to live in a video game world, my first thought was Red Dead Redemption 2, but then I remember like I remember the time period. That was my I was like, man, I love cowboys. I was like, oh wait, 1899. Wait a second.
Like, wait, hold on.
Like, hold on. And then I was like GTA 5, but like as an NPC, so I could like watch all the other crazy niggas just doing like fly, like look out the window, and be like, oh, that's a helicopter fighting a fucking dragon. I don't know, bro. Like, it'd be fun.
Like to do the boat respawning. I think that was back in San Andreas or something.
I've never played San Andreas.
It was like cheat codes. It was like a cheat code where you could spawn a boat and you can literally and someone, if they're in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong, but like I think it was San Andreas where you can like spawn a boat. It was like I had like a book of cheat codes like for my cousin.
Yeah.
And you could just spawn it on people, and then it was
spawning. That's so petty, bro. You're just spawning boats.
What the fuck? Imagine just going to work and a fucking yacht just lets on your head.
It was like a speedboat, and it was I would just go around the city. It sounds so bad, but I'll just go around the city and like spawn it on people, and it would just like come out of nowhere.
Just like, maybe not GTA NPC. Maybe that's a bad idea.
I was about to say you went for the GTA NPC. You were like target number 1, bro. Like I don't think I know anybody who hasn't killed all the NPCs. Exactly.
And it like never triggered the like police to like your wanted level. It never triggered it because people, it was like you'll see the ambulance come by, they're like, what the fuck is happening?
The natural accident.
Like, exactly, bro.
You can't pin it on you.
It's raining boats,
right?
Guess, man. Exactly.
And you could just go around and like if your wanted level would never go up, and you could just go around spawning boats on people. It was hilarious.
That's funny as shit.
Good shit.
That's funny as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
So, like, real question though, real talk.
Okay, we're back to the nitty gritty.
Real talk.
Would you rather fight 10 chicken-sized gorillas or 1 gorilla-sized chicken? Like, be real with us. Be real.
Oh my god. Okay, so 10 gorilla-sized chickens.
It's okay to get emotional.
Oh no, one gorilla-sized chicken and 10 chicken-sized gorillas.
Oh my god.
Like, we had to pick. Like, there's no other option. One or the other.
Oh man, I feel like maybe because I'm thinking about the 10. It was the 10 chicken-sized gorillas, right?
Yeah.
I think I'll probably. Oh man, they both sound terrifying. Number
Absolutely.
one,
Absolutely.
Like they both sound horrific to fight against. Because gorillas, I feel like even if they're like chicken size, they'll still beat my ass.
Oh yeah,
it's like they're so strong, you know. Unless they have the strength of a chicken.
That's a good. I hadn't thought of that.
If we have those numbers. Let's see. All right, we'll say they have the strength of gorillas. We'll say they have the strength of gorillas.
Shit. Okay,
but they're
you might as well
size.
be fighting 10 gorillas, bro. Like,
well, okay then.
Like, oh no, never mind. I'll go with the chicken sized gorilla. One of them.
Chicken sized. Yeah. Oh, 1 chicken sized gorilla.
I mean, I'm sorry. One gorilla sized chicken.
Oh, 1 gorilla sized chicken.
Yeah, I'm mixing it up.
We can find 1 chicken sized gorilla. Yeah.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because actually we have bring them in. We have one gorilla-sized chicken. No, but David, if you had to choose, David, what about you? What are you feeling?
I feel like I could take a gorilla-sized chicken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because you missed that beak one time. That's like, you know what I'm saying? I could get that.
But like, what about the claws?
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Because like they're just gonna start kicking and like clawing at you, bro.
Do they do the front? Do they do that to the front, or like do they have to like fly a little bit, or
they have to fly a little bit? So like if you got him in a headlock and his wings are still free, he's gonna start just like kicking the shit out of you.
I gotta hit some like jump around, swing around his
neck,
your
body.
Yeah, you need to like swing my body to the side.
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I could probably take like a gorilla-sized gorilla. But that's just me.
A gorilla-sized
gorilla. A gorilla-sized gorilla?
Like, I mean, I've done it before. I could probably do it again. It's just like, you know, it'd be like, okay, this again.
You say you're not built different.
I was about to say,
so
I mean, not built the same.
I mean, up until this point, I thought that was like a normal thing. I thought everybody could do that. I was like, oh, I guess not. But you know.
Man, I mean, like, yeah, both of them sound terrifying, but I think I'll take my chances with the big ass chicken.
No, it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so this is also. This is our last question and possibly our most important one. So buckle up a little bit.
All right,
DC,
I'm buckled.
Good. DC or Marvel?
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. There is no wrong answer.
Marvel.
I have to say Marvel.
All right, that is the correct. Well, yeah, that's correct answer.
If it's the wrong answer, I am sorry, because like Deadpool is my favorite anti-hero.
Deadpool's cool.
That is so valid.
In general, like I
yeah,
can't. That's my man. That's my man right there.
Especially
that's my
Wilson.
dude. Yeah. I have to. Like, he is just like hilarious. I'm so ready for Deadpool 3 as well.
Absolutely.
And just he's my favorite anti-hero, character in general in Marvel. And yeah, like I can't leave him hanging like that.
No,
that's real, bro. That's real.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you guys?
For sure, Marvel. What about you?
Yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah. So like, I like Marvel. Like, Marvel is my favorite. Like, Marvel versus DC, obviously Marvel. But my favorite superhero is Batman.
Okay. Are you just saying that because of the most recent Batman?
No, but sorta. Like, okay, so Batman has been my favorite since I was like a little kid, bro. But like Robert Pattinson, he did his thing in that movie. Have you seen the new Batman movie?
No, I haven't. I need to take a look at it. I need to check it out.
It's so good. Like, if you're watching it and you're like, he reminds me of someone. Remember the StreamerCollabs cast? And you're like, oh, it was Buzz. He's just like Buzz.
There you go.
It's crazy. The parallel. I was like, this is just like my day to day. But that's another podcast.
That's another discussion. Yeah,
it's another discussion.
It's funny because like I have more. I think like DC Funko Pops. I even have. Let me grab this really quick. I have like a Shazam card.
Oh, sick.
Sick. Dave and Buster's.
Shazam. That movie was
a good ass movie.
That was a good ass movie. Yeah, I haven't seen the second one yet. The first one was good though.
Is it out?
Is it out? It's out.
I think the second is. I think it is.
I might have to.
No spoilers.
You guys are making me second guess myself now. I think it is out though.
If it's out, we're gonna go see it today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's been out. I think it came out like last month.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Right. So it's funny. I have more DC like memorabilia or whatever, like more like collectibles, but then I like Marvel more. So
yeah,
fair enough, man. No, that's valid. That's valid.
Yeah.
Cool. So, well, we want to thank you for coming onto the podcast. Was there anything that you wanted to plug, like your Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram? TikTok,
YouTube? I mean, yeah, I'll definitely do that. So it's SeriousASL, so ASL, and that's throughout. Like, I don't have Facebook, but I do have like YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Twitter. Also on Instagram as well. And then if people want to go to more of my personal account on Instagram, is serial.asl or asl. So it's a little bit play on serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you spell that one out? Can you spell that one out real quick?
Yeah. So that's SEREAL.asl on Instagram.
Cool.
Yeah. So just like serial.
just to make sure,
No, thank you.
Thank you. Cool.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, man.
So are you, man.
Thank you.
And keep doing your thing, by the way. Those TikToks I saw the TikToks. They're blowing up. They're kind of
Thank you so much.
When you're famous, just remember us,
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Be like,
we'll have to do like an update or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
When you're in your mansion surrounded by like 6 pools on a yacht, like
I'm in my YouTuber mansion. Yeah.
And I'm still in space, like
still in space.
No, your background is sick. I was thinking about getting like a green screen or something one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit, man. Good shit.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Also, I appreciate the gear stickers in the background.
Oh, cool. Oh, you said the gear stick.
Yeah.
Oh, Gears of War. That shit is a classic.
Gears of War is so good. 3 was
so underrated.
Favorite,
I love
honestly,
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold up. What was your favorite? What was y'all's favorite Gears of War? This is important.
It was either Gears 2 or Gears 3, I think.
Yeah.
Those are the best ones. So that's actually really good choices, both of you.
Yeah.
Like Gears 3, I like Gears 3 a lot. It's probably got like the best horde, but I think Gears 2's campaign is the best. I don't know. There's something about when Scourge, dude with like the 2 chainsaws, like the chainsaw sword, he's jumped down and start beating the hell out of that one hillbilly dude. And he was like, get in the truck, guys. And then he started, I was like, this shit is so cool. like 13-year-old. No, I was like 11. 11-year-old me. My mind was blown.
No, you were
never
17
seen anything like it.
rated M for mature.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you were 17.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to
you
play
were of
things like
age.
that. I was
Sure.
17. Yeah, I was 17.
Yeah.
U.S. government. It's fine. But yeah,
yeah.
that shit was crazy.
The tomato
scene
scene
too. You said
so
what?
good. Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna
interesting.
say the for when Mark it was Marcus, I think. He had remember the tomatoes? I forgot which
The
Gears
tomatoes?
it was. It was in the campaign, and I think it was probably 3. I forgot which one it was, but I think one of the locusts like destroyed his tomatoes. He was like, my fucking tomatoes and shit. Yeah. So like he was like my goddamn tomatoes or something. I forgot what he said, but it was like such a classic line. I need to look it back up. It was so
Marcus
good.
and Cole had like the best one-liners out of anybody, bro.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Cole was my boy, bro. I was insta-logging him every time we were playing Horde, like multiplayer or whatever, bro. I was that dude. He was funny as fuck. But
I like Cole.
Yeah, they were hilarious. I love them.
Yeah. Charles, would you like to see us out? A little
see
outro action?
No, that's okay. Well, thank you guys for sitting with us. Well, thank you for sitting with us.
Yeah,
and appreciate it. It was real cool. Once again, go ahead and follow us Serious on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, all of them,
and TikTok.
And TikTok. Absolutely.
Yes,
TikTok.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys next time. So take it easy. Have a good and safe, pleasant day. Peace.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right, take it easy.